Hey everyone, welcome to our Thursday travel day. Here we talk about all things travel, and this week we're going to talk about our most recent trip to Xcaret in Cancun, Mexico. Now there's so much talk about this resort. We're actually going to split this up into two videos. So this one we're going to talk about our itinerary, what we did, and a little bit about the resort. Now, if you're watching this video, this was from our trip in February of 2025, and this was our experiences and how things went. It wasn't super busy, not a super peak time, but there was definitely quite a few people still at the resort and at the parks. Now, if you're traveling from the West Coast, just know it is going to take a little bit of time to get there. So we live in San Diego, California. We flew out of LAX direct to Cancun. Once you get to Cancun, they do have a bus that will take you to the resort, which is really nice. You walk out of the airport, they're right there. They have a little waiting area too. So you might have to wait, and that drive is about 90 minutes. So it is a little bit of a drive to get to the resort. Once you get there, it is fantastic. Everyone gets a wristband, even your kids, okay, and you don't want to lose it. I think there's a fee that they'll tell you how much that is if you happen to lose your wristband. Now, for the wristbands, you can charge anything to your room that maybe is extra. So if you're at the gift shop, or maybe you're at one of the parks and you're at a concession stand. But all of the food is included when you're staying at the resort. We were at Xcaret, Mexico, which is the all-inclusive, great for families. And then there's the other side, which is just for adults, but we were on the family side. What's also great with those wristbands is they have photo ops everywhere, the resort, all the parks. So you don't actually need to carry your phone around. And it's pretty I mean, we took 500 photos, so like we had tons of photos. It's definitely great. You just go up to the photos. Your kids will love it. My kids absolutely loved it. It was one of their favorite parts, and you get some really cool moments to remember for sure. What we did, because there's a lot of water activities and things like that, so we would leave one phone in the locker, and then we had one that was in one of those protected water cases that we did keep with us. But for the most part, most of our photos that we ended up getting were using that wristband, so it came out great. You can actually see them at some of the parks. You can see some of your photos. So it's really great. And I'm telling you, your kids will absolutely love those. Okay, so here's a little bit with our room. We did the river suite, and we had a little more of like trees, and like the river was off to the side for our view. They have hammocks. It's so lovely there, friends. You'll absolutely love it. We had a couch that pulled out, so we had lots of space. 2 queen beds. And then the couch pulled out. So Ashton had one, Haley had one. So lots of room, great space in the bathroom as well. Nice open floor plan. Also, great mini bar. You can eat and drink as much as you want, friends. They will restock it if you need more water. All we did was call, and they were very quick on that. So it was really fantastic, but lots of really yummy snacks as well. Before the parks, we did 3. Explore, we did at night also, okay? So we did Xcaret, Explore, and we did the Senses one, and all are really fun. Now there's more. So what I would recommend doing is download the app. It's the pink one. You're gonna wanna go in there. You can have lots of great information is gonna be in there to help you with restaurants, and we'll go into that next week, but also just all the parks there are and things like that. Now, you can put in a reservation. It didn't seem like it was that big of a deal when we were there. It was something we did put on our wish list. However, it may be different during really high peak times. That might be something important to do. So the wish list is something, email the resort. If you're staying there, you email them. They'll send you back a wish list, and you can tell them what you want to do. We'll talk more about how that worked with reservations. But we did put our wish list, but they never really checked, so I don't know how official that is. However, if it is peak season, it might be something that's a little bit more important. The buses will come, they'll pick you up, they'll take you to all the parks. We never waited more than 5 minutes, okay? So it was so timely all the time. There was great space. It wasn't super crowded for us for this time period, so we were always able to hop on a bus. The parks aren't very far, and you just they do a loop around starting at the hotels, so it's very easy to get between the 2 parks. Even if you wanted to go to 2 in the same day, you can easily do that as well. Okay, we started with Xcaret, and it's such a fun experience, and the kids loved it. Now, the water isn't super warm, but it isn't super cold either, so it's kind of somewhere in the between. But we went through, there's a butterfly exhibit, there's so many animals. There is a gorgeous bird exhibit. So we had a great time. Your wristband gets you lunch also, so you can eat lunch at the restaurants if you're staying at the hotel, and it's all included, and it was a great buffet there as well. So there's always plenty of food wherever you are. So the next morning we did a pool day. You need to make sure that you have a resort day. Friends, the resort is beautiful and you are paying for it. You need to stay and enjoy the pools. My kids love the octopus pool. There's also these hidden slides throughout the resort you can find. They are so fun and they go right into the river. There's lots to do. There's little carts too of like food. They had like crepes one day and there's like sorbets. Like there's always food everywhere. So definitely take a day or a morning at least. The spa must do. It is fantastic. It's beautiful. I did yoga in the morning there. So definitely take the time and spend a day at the resort to enjoy all the amenities. At night, we did Explore Fuego. Now, this was super cool. Way cooler than I thought. Okay, you guys, you're in caves. You are driving through them. There's some things we didn't even do. We did the hammock swing a million times. You can eat there too. It's all included. So definitely take a look at it. It was our favorite one, and we actually really preferred it at night. Now, the next day in the morning, we did go back. So we did the activities again during the daytime to get a different experience. But as a family, we voted, we did like the nighttime better. Now, the last park we did was the Senses Park. And let me tell you, this kind of plays a little tricks on your mind. It's pretty cool. There is so many fun things to do here. Awesome photo ops. Your kids will love it. We spent about 3 to 4 hours or so there. So I don't think you need to spend the whole day there. The food is not included at this park. If you're staying at the all-inclusive, just know that's the one park where it is not included. But we had a blast. There are water slides, like just the way, it's such a cool vision. You can do like flying like a bird through the air. You could see in that photo, like Aaron was having a blast. He loved it. So lots of cool things. Definitely want to check this one out. This is seriously an adventure family trip. There is lots to do here. Couple things, just a few tips that I would give you. If you are going with younger kids, just a few things to take note. Make sure you check the height and weight requirements if you want everyone to be doing everything. The zip line and some of the other activities do have that, so definitely take a look if that's something that's important to you. Okay, you need water shoes. It's a must. And I read on a thread in a group how they brought 2 pairs for everyone. Oh my gosh, I am so happy I did it, because you know what? It takes a whole day for your shoes to dry. They are sopping wet, they're kind of gross. So we each had 2 pairs, so the next day we always had a dry pair. So if you can, I brought double everything, double rash guards, double bathing suits. So we had a 1 full day for everything to dry out. And then we always had a nice fresh set. Lastly, I found this Facebook group to be super helpful in planning, friends. I learned about the wish list there, which is you want to email them 30 days prior to get the wish list, because that's 30 days you can actually send your request in for restaurant reservations, for park reservations. So definitely, I found this group to be super helpful with giving really great tips and tricks. This is a place you can continue to go back, have new adventures. We didn't even scratch the surface of everything, but we had an absolute blast, and so did our kids. It is a memorable, adventurous vacation. Definitely take a look. We absolutely loved it. Next week, I'm going to talk about the food, the reservations, how that worked, and we'll go into more details. So until then, have a great week.